Emily walked through the old rose garden, her fingers brushing the petals of the flowers that lined the cobblestone path. The garden had always been her sanctuary, a place where she could escape the world and immerse herself in the beauty of nature. But today was different. Today she wasn't alone. As she reached the center of the garden, she saw him. Michael stood by the fountain, his eyes closed as he listened to the soft trickle of water. The sight of him made her heart skip a beat. They had met here months ago, both seeking solace among the roses, and their friendship had quickly blossomed into something more. Michael, she called softly, her voice carrying on the gentle breeze. He opened his eyes and smiled, a smile that never failed to warm her heart. "I missed you," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. Michael reached out and took her hand, his touch sending a shiver down her spine. "I missed you too," he said, his voice tender. "Every moment away from you feels like an eternity." They stood there for a moment, simply enjoying the feeling of being together. The sun was beginning to set, casting a golden glow over the garden and making the roses look like they were on fire. Emily looked up at Michael, her heart swelling with love. "Do you remember the first time we met here?" she asked, her eyes sparkling with the memory. Michael nodded. "How could I forget? You were sitting right there," he pointed to a stone bench covered in moss, reading a book. "I was instantly captivated by you." Emily blushed, remembering how she had looked up from her book to see Michael standing there, looking at her with those kind eyes. "And I was captivated by you," she admitted. "I never believed in love at first sight until that moment." Michael leaned in, his forehead resting against hers. "I knew from that moment that you were special, Emily, and every day since then, I've fallen more and more in love with you." They kissed, a sweet and gentle kiss that spoke of all the love they felt for each other. The world seemed to fade away, leaving only the two of them in their rose-scented paradise. As they pulled away, Emily smiled. "Promise me we'll always have this garden," she said, her voice full of hope.